Okay, excellent. So we are live. Thank you again for joining us. We have a lot of new affiliates recently this week, so I'll be going through some of the material we went through last week just to catch them up to speed. We won't go that deep into it. Then we'll open it up for Q&A. Probably this session will be rather short because a lot of what we've been working on has been in the process for quite a while, like new updates, things that are more long-term, right? So we have the new UI, which is really, really crucial. We have a new AI model coming out, a whole lot of new features we've been working on for a while. So a lot of those updates are scheduled for next week. What is scheduled for this week, though, is the release of Persona's alpha version. So I'll walk through Persona as well for you. And once again, I'll open it up for Q&A. So let's dive into it. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and share my screen and we'll open up the affiliate package and I'll briefly walk you through the different content we have available for affiliates. And if anyone has any questions at all, feel free to jump into the chat and let me know. And then, by the way, I realized that we actually had this set for yesterday accidentally on YouTube. That was fixed, just a small scheduling error. So let's dive in. Let me go ahead and open up the affiliate package and we'll briefly run through this. A lot of this information is available on last week's live stream, so I won't get too in depth. But let's go ahead and let me share my screen there and we'll open this up. Okay, there we have it. So once you go ahead and sign up for Tap Affiliate, you'll find we have the affiliate content package, a list of links, materials, videos, images, ad creatives, sneak peeks, of our new technology we have coming up. So if you're looking to make content about BHuman and feature BHuman in your YouTube channel or on your blog or your social media, this is the place to go for content and inspiration. So as you can see here, we have over 80 videos on YouTube. We have our main commercial video here, has a lot of really nice graphics you can use. I do these live streams weekly. Usually I do 2 or 3 a week, not just for our affiliates, but for our customers as well. We have over 100 how-to articles. We have tons of these step-by-step tutorials by use case as well, as you can see here. So in over 17 industries, we've mapped out step-by-step use cases. We have the blog, which talks more about, awareness-wise, how BHuman can help different industries, more benefits-focused. LinkedIn, Instagram, a lot of TikTok stuff. So if you're looking for more like Gen Z content, that's a good place to go. We have, I think, a couple dozen ad creatives here. A lot of humorous, very attention-grabbing ads you can look through. And then we have over here, you can find our upcoming tech demos. These are sneak peeks of our new technology coming out. And then of course, you can always ask us if you want any sort of specific content. So with that said, I want to go through Persona because that's actually coming out probably most likely this week. I would say end of this week. I'm just putting the final finishing touches on that. So I want to walk you through how to actually make a persona step by step. So I'm going to show you how it works. We'll just do a quick little demo here. Okay. And by the way, people who are just joining in, if you have any questions, feel free to just type them in the chat and I'll go ahead and answer them. All right, so this is Persona, right? And I'll walk you through the process, but before I do that, I want to show you the end result and what we're trying to do here with Persona. And basically, in a nutshell, is we're trying to clone you in conversations. So let me go ahead and I'm going to open up a Persona that I, and you can see that there's a couple of things to note here. So we have required videos and response videos. So required videos are it's in the name, the videos we require in order for you to make a Persona. So there are things like your introduction video, your waiting video, no reply available, still there, ending video. Now I know that sounds without context, right? But it'll all make sense in a moment. And then we have response videos, which are answers to questions that we can't anticipate. So let me open up something and this will all make sense. So I'm gonna hit share Persona and we're gonna open this link. Oh, looks like I was not showing the right link. There we go. All right. So you can see down here in the bottom left corner, and I have this person there, and if I open it up, I'm just gonna zoom in there. You can see I'm just there waiting, and you say, how would you like to talk to this persona? Right now we just have text. By the time you launch this, we'll have voice as well, so you can actually just, so think of this as like a video chat bot, but it actually looks, so let's go ahead and hit text. Okay, now it's gonna give an intro.
Don from BHuman here. Thank you so much for your interest in learning more about Persona, which is a new tool that enables you to clone yourself in conversations. So if you do a lot of meetings, you have calls every day, a lot of times those calls will be quite repetitive. And so Persona enables you to basically automate repetitive conversations about a certain topic. So go ahead and you can, ask me any questions you'd like here, and I'd be more than happy to answer them and give you some more information about Persona and how it all works.
All right, so that was our intro video. By the way, can someone confirm that you guys are hearing sound? Sometimes when I share the screen, the sound doesn't get played through. So if someone could let me know if you heard sound or not, that would be amazing. I'll wait for the reply there. And so you'll see here, now I gave my introduction. I introduced the topic that I want to talk about. In this case, it's about Persona. And now if you look at myself there, I'm just kind of blinking, right? Just waiting for a response. I'm completely fluid. There's no cuts, there's no hard cuts or anything like that. It looks like I'm just there waiting. Now I could ask myself a question about Persona. So I could say, all right, it's interesting. How much does it cost? And now,
yeah, so in terms of pricing, we're really affordable because we want this to be a tool that is widely adopted. It's something that I think could save so many people a lot of time. So BHuman offers Persona only at $9 a month as a starting price. So, for the price of maybe 1 or 2 cups of coffee, you can get started with Persona and start using it to save yourself time and spend time doing other things.
Okay, cool. So as you can see here, I type in a question, it then searches this knowledge repository, and then gives me a response based on what I programmed in beforehand. And this is the alpha version. So we've been working on this for about a year now, but it's still the most basic form of it. But we're coming for the next version, the beta version, will be the ability to connect this with things like ChatGPT. So you can ask it anything. You can ask it things like, what color is your shirt? Right?
I'm trying to throw a trick question at me, I see. So my shirt is black. I know that because I kind of anticipated at least this question.
Okay, so you can see, right, if I asked it something like, what color is the plant behind you? It wouldn't be able to answer it in this alpha version, but in the beta version it would, and it would still look completely real. And the whole idea with Persona is that if you're someone who goes into meetings and has the same conversations over and over and over again, which is a lot of people, a lot of knowledge workers today. So if you're in sales, customer support, you have an e-commerce store and people are asking you questions about your product, if you're 80% of the time you spend in meetings or interacting with people or spend answering the same questions over and over. And so the idea with Persona is, well, let's clone you for as much as we can, and let's have that digital clone talk at scale. Of course, you can talk to 10,000 people at once. There's no limit to how many people your persona can talk to. And once they've had a conversation with you, then they can have a follow-up conversation with the real you. And therefore, it's going to be more qualified, right? And these people are going to be much more educated and engaged, and you're going to filter out people who are not qualified to go to that.
Hey, so just let me know if you're still there. I haven't heard from you, and I got a couple other customers waiting on the chat. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them now.
Okay, you can see, automatically, it said, hey, are you still there? Let me know if you have any questions. And we had the question, can it be embedded on a website? Absolutely, it can. So if you look over here, when we go to share persona, we get the copy and paste the embed code and paste this anywhere we'd like. You basically just put this in the header of your website, and you decide, do I want it on the bottom left, on the bottom right, and it'll start up whenever somebody visits your site. So once again, this will be live on the platform, most likely mid to end of this week, like I'd say in 2-3 days. We're actually just in the process of putting together the pricing package right now and deploying it all to our live servers. So this is coming up, and it's something that's like really radically new. Like I've never seen anything like this. So I think it should be an exciting use case for you guys to talk about. So with that said, I've given you guys an introduction to Persona. More will come as we release this.
All right, like I mentioned, I do have a couple other customers on the line, so I got to run. But look, it was great chatting with you. If you have any questions, you can always come back here and reinitiate a conversation with me, or check out our website and make your own persona.
All right, interrupting myself here. So if you have any questions at this point, let's open up the floor for Q&A. And then we'll wrap this up, since a lot of the big updates, like I mentioned, are coming out next week, like the new UI and things like that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about Persona, because I'm like in stealth mode for over a year now. We've just been working, on this as a little secret side project. So we're only now, introducing it to the public. So you guys are actually pretty much the first people to see it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. And there's a lot of viral content that could be made with Persona. So if you open up our affiliate package link and you go to, need inspiration, you open this content ideas. So there's a lot of things you can do. Things like having a conversation with myself. I let my AI clone take my meetings for a week. We're actually working on a way to hook this up to like Google Meet or Zoom. So basically, you get into a Zoom meeting and you can click a button, and then your persona would take over the screen, take over your video feed, and do the talking and do the interaction for you. Inviting someone on a date to talk to your AI clone. We're actually making this video ourselves, but of course it's fair game. So there's a lot that you can do here. A lot of fun, creative ideas. All right, so with that said, let's open up the floor for any questions. And then if not, we'll wrap this up. And by the way, just as a general aside for all the affiliates, I'll be doing the payments on the 1st and 15th of every month. Super grateful for that. So we're, regularizing and, setting things up with some structure now. So on the 1st and 15th of every month, you get paid for your commissions, your signups, and your onboarding completions. So just as a review, you get paid 20% for 6 months of all your conversions. More attractively though, every time somebody signs up on the platform, and our sign up flow is literally put in your email and then enter the code that we sent to your email. Boom, 50 cents, that's the sign up flow. And then there's a form just after that. We ask them a couple questions. We say, all right, tell us about your, what industry you're in. We ask them what use cases you want to use BHuman for. Are you having any pain points? Takes about 45 seconds to fill out. And then if your referral fills out that form, we pay you $2 instead of the 50 cents. So it can stack quite nicely. So Matt Melia asks, are you guys still doing the upgrade to the cloning this week, or is that next week? So we have a small update that's coming out this week to the, when you say cloning, I'm assuming you're talking about the face cloning, like the visuals changing what you're saying. We have a small update coming out this week that's a small improvement on what we already have, but then we have a huge update that's actually a completely different model we've been working on for, I think, maybe 8 months now, but it just hasn't been ready yet. But that's the one I shared. That's this one. Let me just share my screen really quick. That's the one that looks, you can barely tell the difference if it's generated or not. This one is going to come out probably, I would give it like 3 weeks. We're finishing up the development of it. What I'm showing you here is a sample of what we're generating, so actually quality will get a bit better because we're still building it. But one of these videos is real video. one of them is real, two of them are AI generated. So this model is what we'll put into all your hands. Yeah. So as you can see, it's very, very accurate. This one will come out, it's not a hard date, but I would say like 2.5 to 3 weeks. It's harder to predict because we're still wrapping up the development of it, but as a sneak peek, the results are already looking really great. And then we have this model as well, which is a fun model to play with, where you have an image, you have a video, and out comes a video at the end of that. I would say this is about 2 weeks away from being live on the platform as a separate sort of playful tool that we're going to provide people. Okay, coming back to your questions. Currently, the mouth doesn't look overly realistic when we use name placement. You mentioned in your last session that'll be significantly improved in the next few weeks. Is this still the case? Yes, that's actually exactly what I'm referring to. And by the way, I just want to show you something because we are getting some users are getting some amazing results with the mouth movements. I do want to show you quickly. Let me just pull this up. Some of the results users are getting. Just so you can see what's possible. Let me share my screen here. So this video actually has 2 variables, and I'll let you guess if you can see what variables are actually changing his speech.
Hello, David. Welcome to our proof of concept video. Can we use BHuman to create AI videos to send to brides? We would love to tell brides from Boca Raton about our $149.99 wedding suit package.
All right. So you may look at them and be like, the quality is amazing. Why isn't my quality like that? Well, especially our current model on the platform, it's a little bit unpredictable. Things like lighting, camera quality, all these things are really difficult to predict actually in terms of how they affect the results. So my number one piece of advice for anyone who's struggling to get a good result with the mouth movements would be to experiment with different lighting. Try a closer shot, try a shot a bit further away, try from ideally, a webcam or your phone and upload that to the computer and put it into the platform. Experiment as much as possible. A lot of users are getting results like this, but I understand some of you are not, and I understand it can be frustrating. So I just want to keep that in mind to let you know what's possible. And of course, the new model I just showed you is far, far, far more predictable. Can I send you a video where you can do this for me? I'll keep it short. Yeah, Matt, go ahead. I mean, the model that you use in the platform will be the model that I use to process it. Because that's the current live model. But yeah, let's give it a shot. If you want to shoot that to my email, you have my email, don@bhuman.ai, and I'll see what I can do because I know you've been struggling and I want to make sure we get this right. Minimal, yeah, AT says that, Caitlin Avila says that minimal head movements help a lot too. That is definitely helpful. Notice also like a dim, soft, monotone light makes for good results. So it's kind of like a very flat light, if that makes sense, tends to help. People are talking about putting like their hand over their mouth when they're saying the name. What you could do is experiment, but you could try like turning to the side a little bit, like experiment. But again, like this is only temporary. You having to sort of be the crutch for the AI model, if that makes sense. Our number one goal is to get you like predictable, amazing results every single time. And I think our new model will do that. All right, so if there are any other questions, go ahead and let me know. And if you guys have any ideas for like new features you want, anything on the roadmap, just let me know. Like honestly, can't thank you enough for like your patience with us. Like I know it's not always seamless using the platform right now, and the fact that you guys are with us for the ride like is just so meaningful to us. So thank you for that. Yeah, Matt, go ahead and say it. For the profile, a quick question. Do credits roll over if unused? I should know this. Let me check. Let me check with you on that. I can't believe that I don't know this. I believe they do. Let me check. I'll check with you. I'll get back to you on it. Actually, I don't think they do. Let me get back to you. Could you put in your email, and I'll get back to you on that question. I think we went back and forth over this in an update. That's why I'm not positive. Can we use that frequently asked questions section on our website? That is the chat link. Absolutely, 100%. So let me share my screen again. So you can embed it on your website. So you're referring to persona, right? So if I make my persona, and then I press share persona, then I have a couple of options. The first thing is, how do I want people to talk to it? I could enable text box, I could enable microphone. For now, just text box, but like I said, microphone's coming out in a couple of days. The position, do I want it on the bottom left of my screen, bottom right of my screen? I could use this link if I want to just preview it or share the direct link, but really, the sharing it is here. Copy and paste the embed code. So you copy this code, and then you go into your website platform, whether it's like Webflow, Squarespace, Wix, WordPress, whatever it is. You basically just paste this code into the header HTML tag of your website, and then this chat down here, this will show up on your website at that point automatically. So that's how that works. All right. So if there are no other questions, I guess we'll wrap up. Of course, you can always shoot me a message, Don at BHuman.ai, and I'm more than happy to help if anyone has any other questions after the stream. But yes, so I will let you all know when Persona is live. That's going to be super exciting for us. Thanks again, everyone who joined in, Matt, Caitlin, GVB, I don't know your first name, but GVB, thank you. I'll keep you posted, and we'll go from there. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks again for your support. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.